finally back with another video, and I have so much to share with you guys. First of all, if you don't already know, Cameron and I are having a baby. Yes, I'm currently like in my 3rd trimester already. Things have been really crazy. Y'all want to see my stomach? Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, she's huge. Yes, it's a girl. She is off the wall. I'm like 30 weeks this week, and like I said, it's been a real journey, and so that's why it's been a little hard for us to make videos and for us to I guess just stay updated with you guys, because so much life has been happening. But we do plan to update you guys and share everything that's been going on. One thing that we try not to do is to be so quick to like talk and say stuff and, you know, explain stuff when half the time we haven't even figured out what we're doing or what has happened yet or whatever. We don't want to be too hasty to jump into stuff and to share into whatever when we haven't heard from God, or we haven't, you know, gained clarity or gained a word or whatever. And so that's a huge part of why we also haven't said much to you guys in the recent months. But I do have like a beginning vlog for when I first found out that I was pregnant, and I was really in shock. And so I'll share that with you guys. And matter of fact, let's just go, let's just look at that really quick, and then we'll come back. Hey y'all, so yeah, I just wanted to start off this vlog. I actually wanted to start it a couple of maybe like a week ago. I think that I should have started it then, but I was just like, I'm not doing that. Yeah, so I want to start it now, and I want to, I guess, just fill you guys in and bring some context to the rest of this video and everything. So, and just kind of give you guys the background story on the news. So I would say in February of 2018, this year, that is when I believe that I conceived, or maybe it was the end of January, because my period came 2 days early in February, and that like never happens. Like, my period's always regular. It's like clockwork. Every 28 days I got my period, but this time was a little early. And so I believe that was like my last period. That was my last period. But I didn't know. I thought it was just a regular period. And so throughout February, I was just going through a lot of symptoms towards the end of it, especially like soreness on my chest, and just feeling queasy a lot, feeling nauseous, not a lot, but just enough for me to kind of tell Cameron, like, okay, I'm not feeling well today, or I don't know what's going on right now. There was even a moment where I was laying down on the couch, and I'm not sure if I was eating or if I was just watching TV, but like I literally just wanted to throw up, and I think that I did a little bit. But I was like, wait, we don't do this. So I kind of made it go back down, which is kind of nasty. But yeah, but I didn't know that at the time. I didn't know that these were symptoms. I'm just thinking, you know, I'm just going through life or whatever. So then my period was supposed to come like the last day of February or March 1st, and it did not come. It didn't come. And so I waited, because I thought maybe, you know, okay, it was a little irregular in February. Maybe it's just being weird right now. Maybe it'll come back sometime in March, a couple days. So I waited like 4 days, and the junk never came, y'all. It never came. And so one night This was a Saturday morning, Friday night. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Cameron, I gotta get a pregnancy test. And so we went to Kroger and I got one. I got a clear blue and came back home and we took it. And it said I was pregnant. And I'm still kind of in shock. Like, what? Like, there's a baby inside of me? What do you... Wow. And so immediately I felt so many emotions, as you can probably imagine. Just, you know, for one, I think that it's really early for us to have kids, especially because whenever somebody asks us about children, we're like, we're gonna wait. We can wait, you know? And here we are, not waiting. And, yeah, so I felt some kind of way about that. And then I didn't want to put more pressure on Cameron, you know, to be working and to, I guess, just providing for the family in different ways. Like, I didn't want him to be stressed out, and so I have some kind of feelings about that. And then, but also I was excited. I was happy. I am happy, because it's a whole kid. Like, it's my child, inside of me. Like, that's exciting for me. And so, but most of all, I think now that it has settled in a couple of days, I'm just really honored that I get to experience this, and that, you know, that I was given this child. I had to remember and be reminded by my support group, my friends and family, that this is in God's will, and that, you know, nothing catches him by surprise, even though it's catching me by surprise. He's not surprised. He's not caught off guard by this. And so, you know, he wrote this, and the child that's growing inside of me, like, their life was predestined to begin, you know, when it did. And their life story is already written. And God will be fulfilling, you know, the plan on whoever he or she, her or him's life, you know. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about doing this with God, because in God is just so much peace, you know, when you go through anything, whether it's marriage, whether it's hardship, whether it's pregnancy, whether it's good or bad, any kind of obstacle, any kind of high or low, it's good with God, because he has such a edifying perspective that you can live from, you know. Like, everything works for our good, but there's so many things that he teaches us in the process, and he's making us, and he's bringing connections together. Like, it's just, you know, a journey, a good journey with God. Without God, it's just like, oh, I'm gonna do, you know, how I'm gonna do this, how it's all about what you can do. But when it's with God, you can trust that, you know, he gonna take care of you. So I'm trusting that this is God's child, you know, and he's entrusting it to us, but we're gonna dedicate the baby right back, you know, to God, and trust that he'll be the father of it, because, you know, what we gonna do? And so I got a little bit of makeup on, but my face has been breaking out really bad. I never really have these fine bumps on my face. Oh. And what other symptoms do I have? I'm really thirsty all the time. I drink a lot of water. My voice going. I drank water before, but now it's just like I have to have it. Like, I'm so thirsty. Also, I'm very fatigued. I get so tired, and I would just like fall asleep doing anything. Not anything, but like involuntarily, like I'll just fall asleep. And so there's that. Other than that, I don't really have too much going on, but I do have a little morning sickness throughout the day. But yeah, Cameron is really excited. I think that he's been thinking about being a dad for a while, because this isn't our first time taking a pregnancy test, and so when we started taking them, like, he would get excited about it and he would just imagine and think about it. And so I think that he's a little settled with the idea and he's excited. He hopes that it's a boy, I believe, but of course it'll be cool whatever it ends up being. So yeah, I just want to vlog and talk to you guys about this whole process, but really I also want to make this video to be able to show my kids one day, like the rest of our channel, and be able to show them, like, you know, this is what happened and this is what I went through and this is what it was like, and you know, from the very beginning, from conception, I want them to be able to know. I just wish that, like, back in the day, we were more technologically advanced when I was a baby, so I could see more of what, you know, I did and how I looked, and just the story behind it. But I'm grateful that I'll be able to do it now. So yeah, at this moment in time, we haven't really told many people, just our close friends and family, our pastor, our first lady, and so, you know, it's been really cool. So yeah, I mean, I think in the rest of this video I'm going to add clips of my friend's reaction to it and my family's reaction to it, and yeah, just be a cute little vlog one day when I post this. And yeah, I'm excited, I'm grateful, and I'm hopeful, and I'm expectant of what God is going to do, how he's going to just put all this together. It's crazy because this time last year, around March last year, I was planning a wedding with God and trusting in him to, you know, make this wedding happen. And now this year, I'm going through a similar process, but with a baby. Trusting God, you know, to have this baby to be healthy and to provide for this baby. And so, yeah, I'm just excited. I hope you guys stay tuned on our journey and pray. Alright, so we're back, and yeah, I mean, it was a lot. Okay, so I guess just to give you guys a rundown, I guess I conceived in February, the beginning of February, or the end of January. I don't know. It was around that time span I conceived, and during the month of February I was feeling weird. I was, you know, I would have moments of sickness or whatever, but I didn't know, and I found out, like the video said, in March, and then I got really sick. February I got the flu, and then in March I got upper respiratory infection. Is that what I have? And then in March I had an upper respiratory infection, which was not, that lasted for like a week and a half. And after that I was just going through a bunch of symptoms and stuff, so I was really unable to get out the bed. I was throwing up, and then, you know, the nausea and the vomiting and all that stuff from being pregnant comes in with that as well. And so it was just hitting me hard, and I was having a lot of abdominal pain. My doctors couldn't figure out what it was. They were just like, you know, you're pregnant. I'm like, I know I'm pregnant, but this not this not regular, you know. And so yeah, I went through maybe 3 or 4 months of really not just being able to get out the bed to do much. So I got really weak, and I lost 20 pounds, which was crazy because I'm already small. And I feel like every symptom you can have, I had. And it was just a rough time. But I think that it was fitting that, I guess that kind of struggle happened in our first year of our marriage, because it really tested and proved, and like it really showed me Cameron's heart, like how lit he is. Like, he really is an awesome man, like, because he just took care of me. I started going into, like, really a depression, and I was getting attacked really hard. You know, when you have purpose inside of you, or when you have a baby inside of you, when you have anything that, you know, God is going to use, the enemy tries to attack it. And so I was having, you know, nightmares and having just really heavy attacks about death and about miscarrying and about, you know, all types of stuff. And I was unhappy. I was still in shock from being pregnant, and I didn't want to get pregnant this first year of marriage. You know, my plan was not to get married, but, you know, God's plan. And so it was just, my mind, there are days I just would not even talk. Like, I couldn't talk, because I was just so far gone. Like, it was just, it was such a blow to my life. And I wish I would try to explain that in even more depth in other videos, but just to be general and just to be, you know, upfront about what's going on. That's what I went through. And Cameron really helped me a lot. He struggled as well, as far as, like, you know, he took on having to make all the money for the house, and so he's paying bills. Excuse me. He's paying bills, he's going to work, he's coming home, he's taking care of me, he's cooking, he's cleaning, and it was just so much, but he never complained, and he always did it with what I could see, with the joyful heart. And he really, like, did that. And so yeah, moving into my second trimester around June, May-ish, I started to lose my symptoms. I started to get a little better. I got some energy back, you know. I went on not really vacation, but I went out of state to New Orleans for a family reunion with my family. And then I was able to go on a marriage retreat with Cameron, with our church, in Memphis. And so that was cool, being able to travel a little bit. And then my birthday came on July 23rd. And now that I'm in my third trimester, which I just reached, it's August, so August something, I can feel the symptoms coming back. Not all of them, but like fatigue and mainly fatigue and a little bit of nausea and things are coming back, and I'm not really here for it, so I'm just praying that it doesn't get as bad as it got before, and that I'm able to still thrive. But a huge thing is that I'm just getting really, well, I feel like it's big. I know I'm small, but like, to me personally, I'm big because I'm, you know, stretching and I know my body. And so that's still freaking me out. Sleeping at night is hard. You know, just tossing and turning, can't get comfortable, can only sleep on your sides and all those things. But overall, the baby is healthy. She is thriving. She has been kicking me since like the beginning of my second trimester, so I'm just all banged up on the inside. She's just playing soccer with my organs, you know, that kind of stuff. But I'm just grateful that she's healthy and that you know, she is developing like God ordained for her to. God is knitting her in my little womb, and I can't wait to meet her. Her due date is November 6th, and so yep, right now, today is August 29th, and so we got a little ways to go. Upcoming, we have some hospital tours and some pregnancy fairs to go to, and what else? Baby showers, and yeah, just preparation for the baby and for, you know, the adjustment that it will be to our lives. And so we're really excited about that. I wanted to have, I guess, like from here on out, there'll be more videos of me just talking. I've been trying to wait and trying to maneuver and get Cameron in these videos because I know you guys like to hear both sides of the story and see what we're both going through, but he works a lot, and right now he's commuting to work, so in the morning he gets up early, he goes and he works, and then he gets back and it's late and he's tired and he wants to eat and sleep or whatever, so he's not able to really record at the moment, but you know, we will be back in full effect soon enough once things change in that department, which is hopefully soon. But yeah, like if you guys have any like specific questions about my pregnancy or about what I went through as far as depression or mental health period, or really anything concerning, you know, first year marriage. We didn't even get to tell you guys. We hit our first anniversary August 11th. Like, it's really crazy. It's been a whole year already, and so many things have changed, but it's been a good year. It's been a good learning, growth year. We've been getting hit with all types of life stuff, but I've been so grateful at how God has equipped us to handle it and to deal with it. You know, I really am grateful for our foundation of courting and our foundation of seeking God before marriage, because it really has allowed us to work through our issues in a healthy way, in a way that is edifying, in a way that after you get done with the conversation, it's like, wow, okay, you know, instead of going to bed angry, or instead of whatever. It's not perfect, of course, but I think that it's way better, way easier than what it could have been. Amen. Because, you know, marriage really can be hard. It really is hard. It really is a lot of intentional work, but it's a fulfilling work. I believe it's very fulfilling. And so yeah, we got 1 year under our belt, and one baby on the way. So I just can't wait to share her with you guys. Yep, so that's just an update on where we've been, what we've been doing. We would love to hear from you guys. Stay up to date with us on, I'll put it probably on the screen or on the description box below, but hang out with us on our Instagram and our Facebook. On Facebook, you can find us at fightingforthefinalmarriage.com. Not .com, but if you search Fighting for the Final Marriage on Facebook, you'll find us. We have a Instagram, Fighting for the Final Marriage, and then we also have our personal Instagram pages. Mine is Hannah Soleil, and Cameron's is Fears No Man But One God. It's really long for no reason. But yeah, hang out with us. We do updates, and we do live videos sometimes, and we'll be communicating with you guys in that way as well. So don't miss that, and holla at us in the comments. All right, bye you guys.